Hey guys, Vazzy back here with another NHL 25 trade simulation video as we have a blockbuster coming in just before the 2025 NHL entry draft later tonight. And that deal is Noah Dobson is officially a Montreal Canadien. So let's go jump into NHL 25 and start breaking this trade down. So here is what the trade is looking like in game. Once again, absolutely huge deal here going down this afternoon. Both first round picks 16 and 17 going to New York in today's NHL entry draft. So now they do technically have 3 firsts along with first overall. Also going back, forward Emil Heineman, former second round pick back in 2020. This year really was his first full taste of NHL action, playing in, I want to say, 68 games, something like that, putting up 18 points. For a rookie season, honestly, it's not too bad. He had some pretty good years there in Laval, putting up 29 points in 48 games, and it'll be a good piece going back to the island, a young forward that they can slot in on that top 9, if not the top 6, depending on what direction they want to go. In exchange for Noah Dobson. The last few years, he has been phenomenal in New York. 70 points, 49, 51. This year in real life was a little bit of a step back, only putting up 39, was a pretty negative player, but this year for the Islanders, it just really didn't go their way, so I wouldn't really read too far into that. Still a tremendous defenseman. Former first round pick, 12th overall by the Islanders back in 2018. He also is an RFA, but no problem for the Canadiens, as they're able to lock him up right away for $9.5 million for 8 years. With the cap going up, I can see that being a pretty good contract going down the road. So sending this from the Canadiens to the Islanders, value way on our side, and wow, trade accepted. When you're getting those star players, those trades don't always go through, but it does here. So let's go take a look at the lines for both of these teams following the trade today. So starting out with the Montreal Canadiens, and up front they do look very similar, obviously just losing Emil Heineman off the forward core, but it's a decent enough top 9, they can fill in that spot pretty easily. The big thing on the blue line, Lane Hutson and Noah Dobson. This pairing could be tremendous for the next decade, honestly. Even that top 4, just mix and match whoever's playing well together, and I think you are set. And then in the net, obviously no changes here after this trade. Then going over to the Islanders, starting out with the forward core, the only real change obviously would be having Emil Heineman on that top 9. For whatever reason, I don't know why the game has him scratched. Okay, EA. But yeah, other than that, no forward changes outside of him. Defensively does look a little bit weaker. You still have Pelech, you still have Pulock and Romanov, but there is a pretty big hole there with the subtraction of Noah Dobson. And then in the net, obviously still Sorokin and Varlamov. So overall, what do I think of this trade here today? Honestly, let's start out with the Montreal side of things. You get the best player by far in this trade. You're trading 2 picks, 16 and 17, which will more or less very likely be pretty good NHLers of the future. The thing is, it's a total mystery box. The thing is, you can get 2 players that are better, if not as good as Dobson, or you could look at what happened to Boston when they had 3 first-round picks in the same range in a row. That was DeBrusk, that was Zaboral, and that was Senyshyn. And those players, I think you can pretty safely say outside of DeBrusk that really didn't work out for them. So honestly, right now it's hard to say just based on the draft picks alone, but getting Dobson, that's insane. That's an amazing value on the blue line. He'll be there for 8 years, and I love this trade for Montreal. From the New York side of things, I'm a little bit confused. I just don't know why you felt like you had to move on from this player. Obviously, you're going to be getting Matthew Schaefer later on in the draft today, and those 2 would be an amazing pairing of the future. Maybe something happened behind the scenes where he told the Islanders that he wouldn't sign long term, and he will be only under RFA contract status for 1 more year. So if he signs for 1 more year this summer with them, then he could technically walk for free next summer. So I'm guessing something like that must have ended up happening. The club just wanted to go in a different direction, and the player agreed it was time to move on. So overall, the value coming back, it's not awful, but I do think like Montreal made out like bandits on this trade. We'll have to see what happens with those picks, but yeah, very much like it just based off what we've seen today. But I think overall that is going to do it for today's trade simulation, looking at Noah Dobson, the newest member of the Montreal Canadiens. Definitely let me know, what do you guys think of this trade in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video.